pay dirt.
Myth, we've broken it down about as well as we can. Let's delay no further. Eldritch Hounds, Highland Ravens, winner take all. Game 1 with J-Mac and Trelly.
Thank you so much. It is an SCC versus SCC matchup to see who's going to Worlds.
Immunity and CC immunity built into Guan's kit. I'm not seeing too much reason to look over towards solo lane unless kind of overcommits and uses that ultimate to try and bait out something from Ducky.
Gets stunned by Quig to start things out. A lot of poke to the support of the Eldritch Hounds. There's an attempted invade by both the supports, but neither of them coming successful. Double stunned by Kha'Zix, a pullback on a Quig. Puts him in dangerous waters, a dash in, and Vapor's Coast, the kid does it! Once again, the Highland Ravens carry comes up with first blood to start this
for
game
objectives
out.
though. Pyromancer spawns in about 40 seconds. That could be where the next form of aggression comes through. We see a grouping already. Kana made his way over to mid.
4v4. Hunter's not present. They're battling over a purple buff. And the tornado comes out from Angry. Pull onto one, but immediately there's a triple stun on the backside. Volcanol comes through, but it doesn't do anything. It's Angry to strike first kill of the fight and a second one now. For the EU SCC, 3-0 up 2 in just this team fight alone.
Already good
And
beats onto Angry, but Oath can't chase this one much longer.
He'll certainly walk up and try, though, because he's got some backup, but ultimate from Angry will make sure that that one goes their way. Kha'Zix knocked up and don't even need the ultimate from Oath this time around. The knock-up chain CC is good for the Eldritch Hounds to lock down their first kill, but Ducky is in the middle of two in the backline. Adapting has the beats to get out, and Oath will punish the King for stepping too far forward. Now with Vapor's Coast on the way, the man advantage is still in favor. Fine. The wall just makes sure that Kana has enough room to get back out of this fight. But another one might be breaking out soon as a stun on Angry gets the beads away for the Tiamat. A leap out. Kha'Zix swings over but doesn't have the landing point that he's waited for. Angry is all by himself. The landfall does not grab Ducky. The ultimate from Crimson does not hit either. Adapting finds a pick onto Oath. All the while, Angry is still alive throughout this entire battle. Has now stance back into the flying form and will finally go down, but at what cost? It is 2 for 1 for the Highland Ravens.
Dude, man, bro, makes the rotation as well. Not able to do much. Still some low health targets. Remember, this all started from Kana split pushing between towers, trying to get some extra damage, and now Fire Giant's being pulled. Quig walks up, and he's in some trouble.
Does get Shane. Cavalry Charge will instead find Dude Man Pro, who is slamming the health bar of Kana. He's going to need some backup from his team, and he's got it there, Adapting with a great wall to set up for the Ravens. 4 for 1 at the end of the day. And Fire Giant on the mines. Ducky, no ultimate for 20 seconds, but has damage from the cudgel over the wall. Does he have the vision? Does he have the timing? Or maybe just some disruption to get in here? It's low health bar for Kana. Ducky's got one chance to steal this one away, but it seems the call is to go on to Ducky instead. He will drop down, and the Fire Giant +5 for the Highland Ravens.
That's a great play by the Ravens. I mean, you really have to just drop that Oath. Minute 45, and I'm seeing confidence throughout the entirety of the Ravens.
But ultimates are back for the Eldritch Hounds. Angry leaps in up against Ducky, forces the ult, but doesn't get there in time. Vapor's Coast shuts down the solo laner of the Eldritch Hounds. Oath on the backside wants to make the hero play for the team, but he's been spotted out. They know, them being the Highland Ravens, that he is back there. He's standing on a ward, in fact. So everybody's going to keep eyes on them. Meanwhile, the rest of the team can now push into the Phoenix. Minion's about to pop through. Landfall doesn't find anybody, but a massive stun by Dude Man Bro keeps this fight interesting for the Eldritch Hounds. Adapting spots out Oath and forces him back to the base. Not a lot of damage has been pumped into the Phoenix just yet, Trelly. Up in the sky is Adapting, dunks down on top of Oath. That is the immediate start to the fight. Angry finds one. Adapting gets the double kill. It's a deicide against the Eldritch Hounds. The Highland Ravens can just walk right into the throne room. It's only Ducky alive to try and stop this one. A teleport in from Kana, and the Highland Ravens will take game number 1, barring a miraculous defense by Ducky. He's got the ultimate this time, but it's only going to buy him a few more seconds. The EU SCC will strike first in the best of 5.
As if it was ever in question, Adapting still has it.
It's very difficult for him to self-peel.
Not uncharted territory for the Hounds, needing Oath to be a lot of that early game pressure. Are we tied up, or are the Highland Ravens going to be on set point? We'll find out in game number 2.
Such a crucial second game for both of these teams. The Eldritch Hounds need this win to prevent the need of a reverse sweep in order to come back. The Highland Ravens need this one to put themselves the Ravens in this lane. Quick flicker by Crimson gets him away from the wall of adapting, but this is a low mana, low health Merlin. One wall double tap could spell doom for the mid laner of Hounds.
Yeah, Ducky got the double bounce.
Oh,
and
no,
he got it!
What?
He's too clean. He bounced it right off the wall. I was going to say, Ducky's waiting to see if he can hit 5. Kana, he's still thinking to himself, look elsewhere. I mean, Adapting has loved playing through the blue buff, playing through Kana, trying to find aggression. Ooh, misreads that one, but Oath on the chase down should have enough. Not enough mana. And Oath gets the second kill once again onto this Amaterasu.
Ducky credited for an assist at the least and takes over to level 7. Maybe not what they were hoping to grab with that startup freeze. Oath goes in, Grand Joust hits 2. A slow on top as well. Angry will crash right back down. Oath is stuck between 2 different walls, but Angry is the one who's trapped in the fight with the jungler. Quig picks up 1, but Kha'Zix will turn it around and finally put the Highland Ravens on the board, but it's a 3-1 start for the Eldritch Hounds.
Yeah, you would have loved if Adapting.
That is defensively. To get away from the pressure, the Eldritch Hounds have netted themselves here with Kana going down so many times early on. There's really nothing that Adapting can do on this right side of the map, and nothing he can do to help Kana, who will use the ultimate defensively. Doesn't find a stun on anybody. Instead, it's his own death as yet another boulder from Ducky will drop the solo.
Yeah, that's just a great play by Oath, because Adapting wants his back camps. Oath had, hey, I heard a hammer can't live because there's no Thor around. And it's just a free play. Quig takes tower aggro first, forces out the ult, and now Angry has to use the ultimate. Can't go into that Celestial fight with the cripple field, but should be able to make it out. Now Adapting's caught out.
Adapting taunted back, no beads, no life for the jungler of the Ravens. A completely different Eldritch Hounds team than we saw in game number 1. Cool, you just stole our Scorpion. Why don't we just take a Pyromancer instead? Hounds grabs that. Kha'Zix only finds a stun against 1. Gets a good wall. Oath will jump over it and slow him down, knocks him right back to the rest of the team. Taunt in, beads from Kha'Zix. Dueling Dragons don't help out too much in that regard. And Ducky grabs his 3rd of the game. A pickup on Akana. Almost makes it 4. But Kana with just enough movement speed, he'll be able to hightail it out. But the Eldritch Hounds have now put up 6 on top.
Yeah, Angry and Kha'Zix lose their beads there. Some good plays from Dude Man Bro. Made the rotation and said, hey, I can't even make it. I'm going to try and kill this Yu Huang underneath the tower and force that relic down. A good wall, but Crimson's got Flicker. Now Adapting is absolutely gone. Don't want to be throwing your tower when you're surrounded by 4 Hounds. They smelled meat and they went in. That Thor goes down and also loses his beads. Now sitting at level 16, that's what this Ama does. And this is what I'm talking about. Oni Fury spawns in, and the Ravens head right for Fire Giant.
Now Mary play from them to try. Double taunt in the backline from Quig. Fire Giant still in the fight, Adapting in the sky. Kha'Zix cannot get out of the pit. He is running for his life to get out of this one. Adapting will not crash in the fight. Instead it's Kha'Zix who falls down. The Eldritch Hounds charge forward. Beads and Aegis from Adapting, who's able to hammer out. And the health bars on the Eldritch Hounds looking mighty healthy.
They are. What do they get in the meantime, though? Do you pull the Fire Giant yourself? So far, yes.
Behind. Kana's finally caught up. Level 18 to 18 of Ducky. But he's the only one who's sitting even with his opposition.
Yeah, it seems like a possible gank on Nakana was the call, but I didn't realize Kha'Zix was right behind. Could have been an easy target. Has been a fair bit of the time. And Quig just blinks in. He's going to get taunted, but he's going to get deleted. So much damage towards his Athena.
And Vaporous Coast puts him down. The fight that the Ravens needed. Boulder will not hit Coast. He gets up in the sky. MIEMBRO is low and Adapting puts him down. The Highland Ravens have turned this team fight around as Oath is not able to get the job done to the backline. Kana dashes in. Crimson goes to the stance switch, but he's not paying attention to Adapting, who just misses out on the hammer. Now Ducky all by himself, frozen in place, has to beads away, and the Ravens get a 3-for-none trade.
What a terrible fight.
Hounds, though, they have enough cushion from that loss where they were up nearly 7,000 going into it. Now they're only up 6. Adapting to stun on Oath. Kana taunted in. Quig walled off. The Dueling Dragons shove him back in. He's able to find the dash, but Kana's got the damage. And another punish on the support of the Eldritch Hounds. The Highland Ravens keep finding these small picks.
It's incredible that Kana was able to not only overcome the 3-2 level deficit that Ducky had, but also be the dominant force of
Will
this
he crash down in the fight, or will he wait? Snipes as well. Go through, Ducky to the back line. Boulder hits a couple. Coast turns his sights back in. The front line gets stunned twice on landing, and it's Ducky. Erased first. Quig immediately after. The Highland Ravens again are able to fight through this and keep themselves alive in the fight. Not a single one has dropped in the last 3 engagements that have gone their way.
Maybe just some relics, anything that could start off these engagements. And a pull on Kana is going to be the call, but Kana's not taking too much. Quig is actually getting shredded through.
Dragon slams 2. Oates in the backline trying to take down Angry,
What
but
a
he gets
wall!
blocked off by the wall of Adapting, who's now up in the sky. 2-man pro. Beads are gone. Age is still available. He's going to want to use it sometime soon, but he waited a little too long, and Adapting crashes in. Coast to the skies with the snipes. Will take down Quig. Aegis on landing, a freeze against Ducky. The push is not enough. It is 4 down on the Eldritch Hounds, and the Highland Ravens are slamming through this team fight.
I mean, that would have been a great pick if Oath was able to actually get that Grand Joust off, but Adapting, he doesn't miss a blick, man. He went for the wall immediately. This is an enhanced Fire Giant 30 minutes into the game. And from 7,000 gold down, the Highland Ravens are sieging forward. It's going to be just Crimson for another 15 seconds until Oath shows up. But this Phoenix at least is going down. I think they've got the damage to go for it. And Crimson's getting purple buffs.
Crim, you gotta go back and help out, buddy. You got 5 seconds on Oath, 6 on Quig. Crimson has just now gotten back. Only it's the pull on 1, freeze on 2. Crimson's gone. Oath and Quig are not enough. The Highland Ravens, 7K down earlier on, flip this game immediately.
It's a strong composition. I think you've got great points of the game that you can play through. I think it's really contingent on the dual lane. DMB's just got to hold it down, let Ducky do his work in the solo.
Eldritch Hounds, they got to win 3 straight. One of them starting right here, right now. J-Mac and Trelly, how are you feeling and why?
I'm feeling pretty good myself. In game and out of game. The fact that we're seeing him so quiet in this one, it's not a great look. Adapting with the Sonic Boom finds Ducky. Ultimate is available for Ducky, but he's not even going to get a chance to use it. Gets caught out of the driving strike, and on the other side of the map, DMB, what are you doing so far? Up the wall, catches him out, and Kha'Zix puts him down, and look at Coast popping off for the Highland Ravens, who just grabbed 2 picks.
I mean, Ducky knew the ult was coming. He tried his
Ravens
best.
off the back of 2 kills earlier on. The pressure across the map as Kana's undeterred. In fact, will double ult Oath. Adapting even uses his own, gets the dash, and nowhere for Oath to go. His beads are down, his dash is gone, and so is the rest of his health. And look at Adapting, he's smiling all the way. Coast is getting loud yet again. This Highland Ravens team is playing with full momentum.
I'm telling you, I mean, getting off to a 2-0 game start
Weak as well.
is going to put your...
Never count a team out just yet. All it takes is a couple of small misplays, 1 too many deaths in a team fight that may have not even needed to happen, or maybe just a pick onto Quig to keep things going. Quig actually helps turn around. Adapting too far forward. The boulder from Ducky is good, but Porsche Coast has shown up. Not going to get the damage out this time. That is exactly what might be needed to get this thing going. Ducky up against Coast, but it's a stun from Coast on the pull back from the swords. And 2-man bro, level 12, stands up and stands tall with the rest of his team.
Yeah, that's a big play there from the life around every corner when the beads are down. But it still looks like Coast should be careful. He's got no relics available, and it looks like actually dashes in a Doom-Man, bro, but he's trading back so much damage.
He is, but unfortunate for Coast, there are 3 people there, and 3 too many.
Trying to take that 1v1 under tower, you got to respect the stance switch, and as you said, Coast already makes it in. Steal opportunities abound. Crimson does have good damage, and Quig drops the ultimate, but Ducky, he's in the back against 5.
And up against the Fire Giant, it is Kana to shut down the solo lane once more of the Eldritch Hounds. Crimson has already dashed. All it'll take is a little bit of CC to lock him out, but good stun from the mid laner has slowed this one down. Kha'Zix get pulled back in. Freeze onto Crimson. Beads now gone from the mid laner. And Oath tries to go in to save the day, but another wall from Kha'Zix sets up for Adapting, and the rest of the Ravens to knock down Oath. But 2-man pro turns it around, gets a kill on his lane opponent. Adapting will walk in and needs a couple of extra punches to take down DMB. He'll do so, but trades out his life.
Yeah, Crimson looking for damage here, though, and it doesn't look like he'll be able to find Angry. So many relics down from both of these teams. The one not off the mark, just out of range. Good dash away from Angry. That Merlin does not mess around. And a good pull in. Can you do anything here? Good damage onto this. Armacana's gone.
But cost them a lot to do so. Ducky, Oath, Quig, and Dude Man Bro. All 4 of their ultimates used.
Got double crit. This Fire Giant will burn. But you gotta watch out for the burst damage. And look how quickly it's going down.
It is absolutely melted. The Highland Ravens get the fire, but how many can get out of the fight? Kana finds a triple stun in the backline. Oath tried to get things going, and an excavate off the mark by Ducky. Bomb stun hits Kana. It's a charge in, but a triple freeze from Kha'Zix and a wall to block things off. But a massive gravity whale grabs a couple of players. But now it's Angry who strikes first. Doom-Man Bro down. Ducky finds a push, but he's down. 2 adapting a fully stacked range for the Mercury. Quig walled off. And a bomb only on a Vaporous Coast. Can Crimson, can Quig make it out? No, it's another freeze, but even better by Quig. This Atlas, despite how the team fight went, Quig pulled up massive this fight.
He pulled up massive, but how do you pull?
Turned it around and made it a 2-0 for themselves. Now it's the Eldritch Hounds on the back foot. Can Oath, his back stopped by the wall out of Kha'Zix.
He could have just ran.
And instead he'll go down. Ducky and Dude Man on the right side push out a tier 1 tower, but back to base. But now the Ravens don't want that one to happen. Ducky is gonna get caught out. Crit after crit, wall after wall. The Highland Ravens will shut down the solo of the Eldritch Hounds. Ducky on the grayscale for 50 seconds.
Kana gets dazzling offensive soon, and that Fire Giant is getting melted. The Eldritch Hounds need to retreat. They can't defend anymore. There's so much crit. It's time to go back to base, and that will be the play. But can Kana chase down Erupt Crimson? Remember, dazzling offensive is available. That's not going to be the play. You don't have Ducky for another 35 seconds, and the Highland Ravens don't have to worry about the left side bird. They want this right Phoenix.
The Hounds came into this event undefeated against the SCC. The Highland Ravens, the second seed of Europe, and the Highland Ravens will be joining Hex Mambo, their EU brethren, and a shot at the Smite World Championship. We are taking not just 2 SCC squads to Worlds, Trelly. They're both going to be European SCC as the Highland Ravens 3-0 the Hounds shut down their undefeated and go to the Smite World Championship.